Alright guys, RazorwireReviews here, RazorwireReviews, and I just want to make this video for a while, and I've got a bit of spare time now, so I'm going to do it. WWE in 2011, I think, has been the best year so far in a long time, since maybe 2004, 2003, you know, around the period where we had like Benoit and Guerrero dominating the main events, and Shawn Michaels dominating the main events. I mean, that was classic stuff, you know. Forgetting what Benoit did, you know. But at that point, 2005, 2006, you know, some great years. Cena and Edge came through, but a lot of the mid card was kind of, you know, like Carlito and Chris Masters. You know, I mean, there were great ones like Shelton Benjamin and so on, and you know, there's always great things that have happened in WWE all the time throughout the years. There's always good things that happen. But this year, it's just been really stand out because it's been a real changing of the guard recently. The Undertaker's not around anymore. He's wrestled one match this year. Shawn Michaels is not around anymore. Triple H is not around anymore. Wrestling-wise, you know. Let's just see, you know, the very first night that we kicked off 2011, we had The Miz and John Morrison, two, you know, relatively new guys to the WWE, you know, in terms of the big picture. And they had a world title match, WWE title match. And it was just a fantastic match. It was on the first Raw of 2011. It might have even been the 1st of January. It ended with Morrison doing the Starship Pain out of the ring to the outside through a table. But apart from that, it was still like a really good match as well, not just the high spot. So we kicked it off with a great match and, you know, a great new start. Miz as the champion. He was you know, he wasn't booked very well as a champion, but he was a good champion, you know. And I really enjoyed seeing him become champion. And then we had the Royal Rumble, the biggest Royal Rumble in history. And you know what? I was frustrated with that, you know, but it was kind of amazing for the first half with CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Punk was stealing the show, and then he got unceremoniously just chucked out by Cena. And then it was the Cena Hornswoggle tag team for like about 10 minutes. And then they picked up towards the end again, and we had that great ending where Del Rio thought he won the Rumble, and then Santino was under the ring, and it was a real fun moment. You know, that's what it's all about. It's entertainment, and that Rumble was you know, it was a really good show, and then, you know, a couple of weeks later, The Rock came back, and that was huge. That was fucking huge. You know, he'd been away for 7 years, and it was. I watched it live, and it was mental. You know, it's one of those moments that you love being a wrestling fan for. Around this time, beginning 2011, I was a bit frustrated because throughout the end of 2010, Daniel Bryan was fucking on fire, and they kind of cut him short a bit. But that's okay for now. Then we get to Elimination Chamber, a great show. Well, it wasn't a fantastic show, but the SmackDown Chamber match was fucking awesome. Rey Mysterio he was the star of that match. Him and Edge, you know. It's just, you know, consistently they're bringing out good pay-per-views. And then we have WrestleMania 27, which, you know, again, a lot of frustrations about, but you still has, you know, the amazing, you know, epic between Triple H and Undertaker. You know, I thought the Miz Cena match was, you know, slated too much. I think that concrete bump that Miz took at the end was one of the sickest bumps on concrete I've ever seen. You know, and I give him credit for that. You know, he full on took that, and he, you know, he suffered the consequences for that. You know, The Rock was there. You know, took up too much time at the beginning, in my opinion. We had like The Rock and Austin facing off backstage. We had you know, Rey Mysterio and Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton and CM Punk, some great matches at WrestleMania. And then we have the announcement that Cena and Rock are going to wrestle at WrestleMania 28. I mean, this year so far is, you know, is monumental. And we had that promo with Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker the week before WrestleMania. One of my favourite promos in a long, long time. Then we get to Extreme Rules, another great show. We had an amazing ladder match between Christian and Alberto Del Rio. Christian won the world title, a great moment. And then we had another great cage match, again showing how much The Miz really cares about the business. He took this suplex off the top of the cage and kind of got sandwiched down. It was like a bit of a brainbuster. You know, The Miz really deserves some credit, and you know, Cena won the title, which, you know, but okay. It was, you know, this is just really rolling on by this point. And then we get to Over the Limit. By this point, Orton's a champion after a great match with Christian, and then we just see those two unfold over months and months. Pay-per-view match after pay-per-view match, classic after well, not classic, but really great match after really great match. One of the best feuds this year, probably, you know, next to Cena and Punk. And we're having Rey Mysterio and having good matches with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is really coming into his own. It's just R-Truth, the best run of his career at the next pay-per-view, Capital Punishment. It wasn't a great match with Cena, but it was real entertainment. R-Truth was great. The Rock came back again. We had the Rock's birthday night celebration. That was cool. There's always stuff going on. Bret Hart made a cameo at Capital Punishment. Rey Mysterio and Cody Rhodes tearing it up again. Oh no, Rey Mysterio and CM Punk actually at Capital Punishment. In fact, they had a nice run. I think of 3 matches over 3 weeks, and that was again just fantastic. And then the whole CM Punk thing happened. He did that promo on Raw, the work shoot promo, and it's just exploded. I don't need to go into that whole thing, but CM Punk is now the hottest thing in the world of wrestling right now. And, I thought maybe after that first promo, he's not going to be able to match it, week after week. But right now, as of now, every other week at least, CM Punk is delivering just an amazing promo that kind of just makes you go, whoa, that's you get that feeling in your chest. That, like on SmackDown a couple of days ago, his promo with Triple H was just fantastic. So, the next pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, one of the best pay-per-views in the past 10 years, in my opinion. It was from top to bottom, it was fantastic. The Money in the Bank matches were great. Daniel Bryan won the briefcase, Alberto Del Rio won the briefcase, and CM Punk won the title from Cena in one of the best matches, probably the best match I have ever seen from the generation of today. The people like Orton and Cena and Punk, from that generation, that is the best match I've seen, I think. And of course the atmosphere added to that, but of this generation, that is the best match. That's the bar that has been set, in my opinion, just in terms of atmosphere, the moment, and the match. And then we go on, and we have the whole CM Punk thing coming back with the title. We have the 2 champions, the SummerSlam. SummerSlam was great as well. Another classic between Punk and Cena. And, Rey has been great the past couple of months as well. Unfortunately, he's now out for a while. But man, it's just every week or every other week something big is happening. Triple H is the COO now, which is lame, but it's just everything it's really working now. And Punk is always saying he wants change, and change is coming. And this whole year has been fantastic so far. I just hope it keeps up the standard, because as far as I'm concerned, every pay-per-view so far this year is a must-buy for me as a DVD, now Blu-ray collector. Every pay-per-view this year has been a must-buy. You can't go any wrong with that. Anyone who complains about wrestling these days, or Punk's getting squashed because he's not beating everyone up and not getting touched, people complain too much. It's entertainment at the end of the day. But I tell you what, if you're a real wrestling fan, this year has been phenomenal, and I can't wait for the rest. I mean, WrestleMania's looming now next year, and there's just so much that could happen. And I just personally cannot wait. We've got Punk versus Triple H in a couple of weeks. The WWE right now is the best it has been in years. Maybe even further back than 2004. Maybe back to 2003 or 2002. I mean, the quality is just it's getting a lot better. And you got people like Kofi Kingston, Evan Bourne, Dolph Ziggler, the mid card, Sheamus. Daniel Bryan, I guess you could call him the mid card, and he's really picking up now. They're putting more faith into him, and Alberto Del Rio. The whole Sin Cara thing, as confusing as it is, there's just a lot of new stars, and they're pushing them, and they're really solid. And the main event is just is always being entertaining, especially with CM Punk in it. Can't go wrong. WWE 2011 so far, 5-star. Thanks for watching.